Have you ever been a smooth as butter U.S. Marshal that goes back to their hometown and gets embroiled and caught up in many action packed adventures while they're there? Well, if so, you might be Raylan Givens from this book called Raylan by Elmore Leonard, which is, I believe, the last in any of the books that contain Raylan Givens, the character. You may again recognize Raylan from the FX show Justified. Very good show. I finished this book, only gave it 3 stars. And, I've been talking about Elmore Leonard a good bit. I've been talking about Raylan Givens a good bit in these, last couple of weeks, last couple of days. And I really like the character. I really like Elmore Leonard so far as a writer. I like his style. It's kind of like one of my favorite author, Cormac McCarthy. I'm not trying to say Elmore Leonard is my favorite, but Cormac McCarthy, in the way he has a very special style and there's no punctuation and all that good stuff. Elmore Leonard also has a very, I don't really care about grammar style, which I can appreciate because it does a good job of making you feel like you are really talking to these characters. That being said, this book was strictly okay. I ran into an issue with Raylan and, his character towards the end of this book where he kind of just always wins. And that's cool. It's cool that this very suave, very kind of gets the girl, hunk, powerful in his field, kind of always knows what's going on. It's a cool guy. It's cool to watch him work. But in the end, I do like it whenever my heroes have to overcome something, have to face some actual peril. Now, of course, if you or I are ever in a gunfight in a bar, we would be in peril. But Raylan Gibbons taught firearms at Glencoe, so he doesn't ever lose in a draw your gun race. That being said, another issue I had with this book was that it just felt like there was too much going on. Inside this book, there were like 3 or 4 different storylines, all connected. I felt like the connections were a little bit loose. But if you're looking for a crime novel that's fun to read and funny at times and exciting, this is a very good one for you. If you are looking for a little more depth in your crime novels, a little more thrill in your thriller, this just may not be it. But I like Raylan Gibbons, so I wanted to read anything that he's in. But yeah, any other thoughts or concerns, you just let me know. And if you have any other Elmore Leonard experience, I'd love to hear about that as well. Thanks for watching.